At work or whatever the case may be, So when I say I'll never let anyone write my story, it's just like, okay, whatever the circumstance is gonna be, I'm gonna make the most of it. I went undrafted, like, okay.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erica Wilson, that it had to happen for our Monday night motivation. And tonight, the NFL moms would come before you talking about how sports create such special moments. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring in my sissy really quick, the Sandra Perryman. Welcome, sis.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Yay. Oh my gosh, we are back here so quick. These Mondays, they roll around so fast.
Yes.
But I think tonight is going to be really, really fun. This topic, sports creates special moments because, hey, first of all, let's go ahead and address our audience. One, our viewers say, thank you for the reminder. Just getting home. That's Miss Money Roll. Thank you so much for your support. Welcome, everyone. All right, Melissa Phillips. Hey, in your absence, she's doing her due diligence, guys. She will not be with us on tonight, but back to regular schedule program next Monday. Bro, where you at? I thought you was gonna be on the show today. Bro, what's going on?
Hello. A little under the weather.
Oh no. Hey, Valencia. Hey, hey, guys. But listen, tonight's topic again is sports create special moments. And Sissy, like when we were talking on the phone, I was just telling you how I can see that, sports definitely creates special moments. It creates families. It creates bonds. It do such amazing things. Hey, nephew. Hey. Bro, we definitely will be praying for you. He said he's under the weather. We definitely got you in our prayers. I pray that you feel better. I'm telling you, this weather, it just have its own way.
Yeah.
It have its own
really
way.
Does.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because it's freezing here now in Atlanta. But the week before, we was in the 70s.
It's not freezing here, but it's raining.
I tell you. But
Uh-uh, bipolar weather.
I'm telling you, hey nephew, other nephew is here. Hey, hey, hey. I see a couple of people tuned in from Facebook. Mr. Earl Ty, thank you for tuning in here with us. But Sissy, just like I was telling you, special moments definitely can come through sports. Last week we talked
Mhm.
about um, what was it that, or what was last week's topic? It was so amazing. Um, Oh gosh, Sissy, help me out. What was the last week's topic, Sissy, Melissa, Philip? The last week's topic, it was amazing too. We spoke about we covered so many different areas. One, I think it was why sports is vital to the community. Not verbatim, but I think that's what it was. And we were talking about how our kids, they're held to a high standard, right?
Mhm.
Who they are. So you must carry yourself a certain way. You must do this. You must do that, and not even realizing that these are human beings that you're talking about.
Correct.
So it just really baffles me how they're put on this pedestal, right? And
Mhm.
the moment they make a mistake, they throw them under the bus,
Yes.
not realizing what they're human. But that's okay though. We're gonna hold our kids down.
That's right.
We definitely gonna hold our kids down. We
That's
got their
right.
back. And we promise you, we won't get 86-32s. So if you can, sister, just go ahead and tell the audience a little bit about you. We may have some new viewers on. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take the floor.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Sandra Perryman. I am the mother of pro linebacker Denzel Perryman for the Houston Texans, and woo woo, Houston. We got that win yesterday against the Bengals. I'm happy about that. Texans are on the road to doing great things. Looking forward to the rest of the season. And if we have any newcomers that's viewing for the very first time, we really appreciate you tuning in with us and looking forward to extending whatever opinions, thoughts, or that we can share with you. And again, if you have any topics that you want to discuss or you want us to discuss, please hit up my sissy Erica and let her know, and we'll be more than happy to air it on the show.
Boop, boop. All right, all right. We have our niece in here. Hey, Deshanna. How are you?
Hey, Nisi.
Before we get started, Sissy, I do have we said it on our prayer broadcast show, but we had someone to donate, Mr. Patrick Rose from the Dallas, Texas area. He donated, he was so kind to donate. What is that? My sister calling me in the middle of the show, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's ringing on my iPad, but I'm so sorry about that. We had someone, Patrick Rose, to donate two pair of shoes. The young lady, she has her Barbie shoes, which is Miss Valencia, Brian's daughter. She have her shoes, but guys, we still have this backpack. I know it might not be your team, but if you know a kid, it's the backpack, and the backpack is full. Uh, Along with, hold on. Oh gosh. Sissy, you remember the shirts that we got when we went to the game. So we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
donate this shirt as well. And these are the cool shoes, guys. And he actually wrote on the box to the kid. And also, um, these are the shoes. Again, it might not be your team. You might know someone who can be blessed with these. They are size 6. They're five. Again, it might not be your team, but still, you might know a kid that wears size 6Y. It says 6Y. So if you guys know any kid that maybe wears 6Y, please do have them to hit us up at it had2happen@gmail.com. We want to get rid of these. We already donated the other pair. We definitely want to get rid of these. He blessed us, so we want to be a blessing to a kid. Again, so it has the matching backpack. So if you know a kid, wear a size 6Y, please do send them over to it had to happen@gmail.com. And see, Sissy, the essay that you read, Bailey loves her shoes. I'm here talking about Barbie Tings now. All right, all right, all right. Thank you. Thank you so much, daughter. All right, we have another NFL mom in the house. Let her go ahead and welcome herself. Brandy, Brandy, Brandy. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about you, Brandy.
Hey, good to see y'all. Brandy Guyton. My son is Jalen Guyton, number 15 for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandy, it is so good to have you back here.
I
We were
know.
just talking about, how sports create special moments, and I'm sure that you have a couple of special moments that you want to share with us here on tonight.
Oh,
Sissy, her
yes.
son is back and he's doing a darn thing, okay?
All right, all right, all right.
That she wants to share that with you too. But on last week, Brandy, we talked about our kids being held up to a high standard because of who they are,
Mhm.
and people not realizing that they're humans. They're gonna make mistakes. We all make mistakes, right? But it's just so vital that our kids are definitely role models to many.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we want them to represent not only the team, but y'all know how we are as mothers. When you go outside the door, you represent me well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, right, right. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic. Sports create special moments. But before we go into, I think I shout out everyone. Blessed day to our superstar, Shannon Jaguars Diva.
Mhm.
And I think I shouted out everyone else. But I can say what was my special moment. Brandy, little do you know, my sissy Stan and I, we met through football.
I love that.
We definitely met through football. And the thing about it is that was a special moment for me, like I was sharing with her, because when we met at the University of Miami when our kids were playing there.
That's
And
so fun.
it was so, oh gosh, y'all know who here. Denzel is on the show, but it was so amazing. It was so amazing how, we met, because I think Alan was one class ahead of
Yes.
Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm saying, ladies, it's so, so important what we do. We get on here, we share our journeys, we learn. It's a learning process, because
Mhm.
I was blind when I went in with Alan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
then here it is, Sissy come in, I shared what I knew with her. And it just was an unbreakable bond ever since.
Mhm.
Yes.
It
So
is.
that was one of my special moments. I definitely have many more. But Sandra, come on and tell us one of your special moments.
Okay. A special moment for me is anytime that my mother can attend one of Denzel's football games. And I think she has attended two. Two. She attended when he was playing with the Chargers, one with Jacksonville, and then my
Mhm.
mother met your mom. That was a
Hmm.
special moment.
Yeah,
And all of his family was there. So for me, I think it's good when he has that family support
yeah,
at a game and it makes him feel good. And then she also had another opportunity to attend a NFL game again when he was playing with the Chargers when they played against Atlanta. So
yeah.
normally when we go to a game, we show up and we show out.
Yes.
Yay.
I must say that because this
What you're
last game,
supposed to do.
exactly, because this last game that I attended here in Atlanta with her,
Hmm.
they showed up in numbers. We showed up in numbers. Let me tell
Yes,
you.
Love it.
So,
yes.
and that's what it's all about. Great support.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So Sissy, that is a moment to actually cherish, to have your
Hmm.
mom, to experience that with you, to see her grandson out there on that field doing what he loved to do. And
Hmm.
just, they're getting up in age. So,
Yes.
God bless them to still be here to see their grandsons out there. She saw him at the U as well. All right, bro, getting you together. You better say it.
Yes, yes, but after he left the University of Miami and went into the NFL, her dream was to make it to at least one of his NFL games,
Thank you,
and
Jesus.
by the grace of God, she's been able to attend two.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, that's priceless.
Yes.
That's priceless. Okay, Brandy. So let's go ahead and find out a
Um,
couple of your
I
your
feel like
first special moment.
what Miss Perryman said about it's very special when my mom's able to attend. She was able to go to one game when he was first picked up with the Cowboys here in Dallas, and then I got her to a game out in California. Was it last year? I guess it was no year before last. I guess. Um, yeah, year before last because he got hurt last year. So year before last, so that was very special.
Mm.
But the most recent special moment, and I think the it's so special. Like when I can go, and Jalen loves it and loves that support. But I think like
Mm-hmm.
you're saying, it's even more special when you can bring the grandma or the anybody else that doesn't
Mm-hmm.
actually really get to see him play in person. So that's really special. But actually, last night has to be the most recent special memory with him playing because he scored, but his daughter, so his girlfriend and daughter were at the game. Sarah's family's from California, and so Sarah took baby Jude to the game, and her mom and her sister went with her to, just help because Jude just turned 7 months today.
Oh wow.
But Jalen had told my youngest daughter, and I didn't even know any of this until last night. He had told my youngest daughter that, Jude's going to the game, and I hope I can score a touchdown for her at her first game to be there, even though she won't know what's going on. And he did. And y'all, we bawled and bawled, like all the women in the room, because I watched here with a group of friends that I always watch with. And then my middle daughter is living at home, and her and her boyfriend were there. And she had told me that. I didn't know it. She had told me that she heard it from the other sister. You get bits and pieces when you have multiple kids. They tell one person this and that, and it kind of finally makes it way back to you. But oh my gosh, that was the most special moment. And he hung on to the ball, and he never keeps the ball after he scores a touchdown. He just does it. He held on to the ball, and he took it home for Jude to have. And somebody that was with us watching last night, they were like, can you imagine that story that he'll tell, or she'll get to tell someday when she's old enough? Like, I went to my daddy's first football game. I was 7 months old, and he scored a touchdown, and he had said he so that has to be my most recent special moment.
That's another priceless moment.
Yeah.
It's another priceless moment. But just for him to speak it, that's why the tongue is very, very powerful. So he knew, and he petitioned God, and God came through for him. I mean, I don't see no other way.
That's what I said. But God.
But God.
But God, yes.
And it's definitely special to have your mom there with you. And with Alan, I must say my mom had a chance, and only by the grace of God, that she to experience a lot of Alan's games. She was I did travel a lot by myself, but she got a chance to experience a lot of his games, and now she thinks she's a pro at it, y'all. See, let me tell you, mom be on the couch, girl. She be trying to call out the flag. She trying to call out this. She trying to call out that. I say, so when you became an expert, ma'am? But it's such I'm telling you, a priceless moment just for us to experience that, and our kids out there. Just imagine what it's like for them. Just imagine. And then now, Brandy, your daughter, she get to have a great, memory once she find out exactly what happened, and it's funny. Like Alan Chase comes to my house and he see all of Alan memorabilia. He even go home and say, can I see Dad football? And I have this huge statue. See, those are the moments, even though he never got a chance to see him play. Right. I got a whole listen, I'm always filming. I'm always taking pictures because it's so good to, show the kids this is what your dad did. Not just, I don't even have just NFL. I have high school. I have Little League. I have it all just to show his son what it is that Alan is not a big deal to him. He's like Jalen. If it was up to him, he wouldn't get any balls.
Right.
Yeah, just leave him.
Yeah, it just whatever. Yeah,
exactly. So, Sissy, I know that a week ago, last week, you and bro had the time of your life having your grands there with you. I know that had to be a special moment.
Yes, it was. It was very, very special. That's why we wasn't on the show. And again, we apologize. We were traveling back, but it was such a great experience because I had a chance to, we had a chance to, get to go to the game with all of our kids, all of our grandkids, all of Denzel kids. So it was very good. It was very good. And we celebrated the oldest grand. So
love it.
It was very special.
Well,
let me tell you, they're a handful. They are a handful. They keep you on your toes. They keep you on your toes. But memories that you will always treasure. So
special moments, special
Mm-hmm.
moments again. This is something that money can't buy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I don't think people really understand. Like, even when our kids make it off that field, we just have to drop to our knees and tell God, thank you,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
you know, because some don't make it off, or some, get injured coming off, or whatever it may be. But
Mm-hmm.
again, our kids, we listen, y'all, we're not going to get 86-32. We're going to try not to, okay?
Right.
But the thing about it is just to know you're sitting there, you're in those stands, you're surrounded by fans, and
Mm-hmm.
our kid may drop a ball. Brandy, me and you on offense, Sissy on
Mhm.
defense, or defense. Sandra, nephew may miss a tackle. But then to hear these people around you saying these things,
Mm-hmm.
I call it, look, we ain't going to dancing. You don't want to hear that, because again, just one mistake. But it goes back to what we talked about last week. You guys putting our kids up on a pedestal, they're gonna make mistakes. It happens.
I thought that when we were at the stadium at the game, that we would hear a lot of negativity. It wasn't that bad.
Good.
It wasn't bad at all. I mean, we're around some fans that, Tampa Bay, but it wasn't like I expected. I was sitting there, I was like, okay, can't get 86-32.
Right.
It it never crossed the mind. I think the grands, we were so busy trying to get the grands under control too. Everything
But
to give them back.
bro
Didn't
say
even
my baby
matter.
Amber is an angel.
Oh
Oh,
shit. Busybody.
listen, these new kids, what we call them,
Hmm.
what they call them, new kids, what the pandemic babies or something like that, whatever they call,
I don't know.
smart,
Yes.
busy,
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
very, very smart, and
Mhm.
very, very busy. Would
Yes.
not sit still. But again, those moments like that, I'm telling you, money cannot buy. It's very, very special to us and all of us. I didn't know you were that Jalen had a baby, Brandy. I thought that was,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She's 7 months old today. Yeah.
oh my gosh, happy
Yes.
7 month
I
old.
know. She's so cute. She's a big girl. She's weighs 21 pounds, y'all. At
Ooh,
7 months. She
Wow.
weighed 10 when she was born.
Ooh.
But
10
mom is
pounds.
like 6 foot. Jalen's like almost 6'1", 6'2". So she's gonna be a
You
Wow.
big
were
girl.
what, Brandy, you said 10 pounds?
She was 10 pounds when she was born. Yes. Yes.
Ember, not Amber. Okay. Oh, nephew say Ember,
Yeah.
not
It's Amber.
Amber. Okay, so
And it's
Ember is bro's little angel, Denzel. Sorry, nephew. We
and
even
it's
had a
funny.
huh,
Huh?
he said we even had a fan thank us for Denzel being in Houston. See,
Yes, we did.
Oh,
like that. See,
yes.
that's special.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely, definitely special. And there's one thing about it, I think I can speak for all of us here. Our kids are really not, hey, we're going to pump out on collars anyway, pop out on collars anyway.
That's
But our
right.
kids are really some stand up guys. You
Mm-hmm.
know, although they may have had a bad game or they may have a loss,
Mhm.
I'm sure they take time out with their fans, or just to love on the
Mhm.
fans or whoever it may be, because at the end of the day these people pay big time bucks to come see you guys
Mm-hmm.
play, our kids
Mm-hmm.
play, and some spend their lives.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
even that, just even seeing Alan with fans, that, oh, I got it. It
It
touched
does.
my heart.
It
And
Yeah.
speaking of
does.
the Cowboys, I remember when Alan had that injury. It was a young kid. His name was Luke. He wrote a story. He saw what happened to Alan. He really had, I'm talking about, he had a hard time, but he wrote Alan a letter. I say, find that kid. I
Mhm.
told our team, find him. We
Mhm.
found him. Alan had a chance to FaceTime him. That's special
Yes.
moments.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
special. Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is a special moment when you could put a smile on somebody else's face and
Right.
expect nothing in return.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Special moments we're talking
Yes.
about here tonight.
Mhm.
And
Really
sports
is.
definitely bring that. So could you ladies think of maybe of another time that you had a special moment? Uh, let me see. I would say A special moment was for me too is when I was at the Jaguars, they had the breast cancer awareness program, or they had an event out there that night, and I got a chance to sit on the panel, and that right there, to see the outpouring of the women and the love that because that's when he first got there. So that really kind of like was very special for me to see all the love that you were getting from the fans. They engaged, they was engaging. I mean, it was just an amazing time at Everbank Field. That's what it was called then, but just to be there, not knowing that my sister was going to be diagnosed maybe a year later, I think it was. See, that's why you never know where God places you. I mean,
Right.
why he placed you in certain situations, you see? So that was a time for me to get to love on some women that was battling, even though I had no clue, because, God forbid, I pray that never be my testimony or any of our testimony. But at the end of the day, that was such a special moment for me just to be able to make those connections, even though it might not be a lifetime, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but it was that moment that was
Mhm.
special for me.
Mhm.
So what do you say, Sissy San? Oh, before you go, that's one thing about the agent. He always made time for his fans. Absolutely.
Aw.
Yeah. So Sissy San, can you think of another time that was special for you?
Uh, it doesn't have anything to do with football,
But
Okay.
but a special moment for me was when I was able to be in the delivery room when my granddaughter was being born.
Aw.
ah,
My
Love it.
son, my son
ah,
allowed me to go in the delivery room, and I know he probably felt a certain kind of way because he's always been there when his kids were born. But thank you, Desmond, for allowing me to be in the
oh my,
delivery room
That's so sweet.
you don't
when
know what
my
that just did for
grandbaby
me.
was born, and that was Mari,
Oh
Aw.
Damari.
my
The
God.
one, well, no, she didn't say it, but I thought that was the one that said, "It's not Halloween. Why we have on a costume?" Because she will say something like that.
Oh my God. That is, well, I hope that I get that opportunity in March.
You
Yes.
will.
Ooh, my
You
son is
will.
having a princess, so I hope that I
Oh,
get that
Yeah.
yeah, that's
opportunity in
right.
March.
You're welcoming a new one. Yes.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
my
very
gosh,
special for
sis.
me. Yes.
That's sweet.
It is. Now that's a special moment.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So what about you, Brandy?
For me, it was year before last. I was at a game at SoFi, and they were playing New York Giants, and I was sitting in a different section that I normally sit in. My seats were in a different section, and first of all, I love going to SoFi because I have people at SoFi because I've never met a stranger. So I have
Oh,
people like they're fan, you know what I mean? Like they're my people.
yeah.
And you just get to know it, not just the families and the girlfriends, but like you get to know some of the fans. I don't know if you probably do the same thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
if they sit in the same area you're in sometimes. Anyway, I was sitting in a different section and I was only by one of the other players, like a college friend and another friend, so we got to talking, kind of visited with them for a minute. But there was a former player and his wife sitting like right down below me, and we kind of were all talking through the game and stuff. And when Jalen actually scored, the wife of this former player, he played for the Chargers. And I can't remember his name. It's terrible, I know. But anyway, his wife was recording when Jalen scored and like pointed up at me. And I was like, she got my whole reaction. And so afterwards, she was like, hey, I hope this doesn't sound really weird, but like I just recorded you and your whole reaction. Cause of course I started crying because he was like pointing up at me, like,
Oh,
he always makes sure to know where we're sitting, and we make sure to show, it's normally in the same place. But anyway, like I said, it was just such a special moment. And she captured all of that. And she was like, I hope this doesn't sound
Wow.
too weird, but like I was recording you. I was like, oh my God, that's not weird at all. Like, thank you so much, because I was by myself. And I just feel like that was a really special moment. And, she knew in her heart of hearts that it wasn't going to be weird for me that she did that. Here she is, a wife of a former player. Like, she knows that he's achieving something that not a lot of men get to do. And so that was really special to me. Like, she didn't have to do it. They didn't know me from anybody, but they were just, we all got to talk. And there was another former player in front of me with his little boy, and they just, it was just, it's kind of that, it's tight knit family. Like, you're just in that family. And, that was really special to me that she wanted to do that for me. I just was like, oh my gosh, it's not weird at all. And I thanked her so much. And it just, I will never get rid of those pictures, because she has, she had the video, and it was the best. I just loved it. It was awesome.
I'm telling you, that is a moment, and good that somebody did that for you, because she got it. She get it,
Right. Because I travel mostly by myself.
We're going to talk about that too, Brandy, because that's one of the things that I did a lot, traveling by myself.
I actually like it. I mean, I like for people to go, but like, I honestly like it when I'm by myself.
I like it until it's time for you to have to go and walk to your Uber.
Well, Jalen takes me home from, what I do is,
if they're in a different city.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that's different. Yeah. That part I don't like, but I do like traveling by myself. You don't have to worry about anybody else. You get yourself together. You can be as nervous as you want. You can do whatever you want. I love it. Like,
and you know that you're going to be on time.
Exactly.
I'm one of those. I was one that I had to be out there watching the workouts and everything, But I used to go out to the games with him and leave with him as well. But when you're in a different state or something, I'm telling you, when you have to get to those Ubers, and the Ubers be way on the other side.
Yeah. That's not fun. That part's not fun.
At all. So let's see what Kwanzaa say. Nee said, man, she ran the delivery room like she wrote the checks. Definitely say, of course, anything for you, beautiful. Oh my God. See, special moments. Special moments. So special. Let me tell you. So since we did one off the outside of football, but we know that sports creates special moments, right? However, I had a very special and unique moment, since we're talking about out of the box, right? I remember my son decided he wants to come here 3 months early. So I end up having him at home on Christmas, didn't make it to the hospital, and he ended up coming in at a whopping 1 pound, 12 ounce. Okay. So you can hold him in your hand like this.
Oh my God.
His head was like an egg.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember not wanting to touch him or anything, because it looked like you would break him, right?
Right.
So here it is on Christmas Eve. I'm walking around the house. I'm in so much pain. I didn't have that much stomach. So I'm thinking that, my sister we went out before to go shopping for Christmas. So I'm in this pain and I'm walking around the house. Everybody's sleeping. Nobody wants to get up with me. I kept going, tell my mom my stomach hurt really bad. But when I deliver him, all the heads is in the door.
Yeah.
Even the young lady from down the street, she followed the ambulance to my house and she watched my son be born.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And right now today, she's still around. So shouts out to you, Bobby. I mean, she followed them there, and I'm talking about everybody's head is in their doorway watching me deliver down.
Oh, wow.
So yes, that definitely was a scary but beautiful moment all at the same time, just to see something so small, so a human life that small.
Yeah.
And to see now that he'll be 36 years old on Christmas.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Nobody but God. So that's a very, very, very special moment for me. Oh God. So we're talking about tonight, sports create special moments. So y'all want to take it back to college?
Let's do it.
All right. So we're going to start talking. Before we go into college, I just want everyone to lift up DJ Haddon's family, the young man who was tragically killed in Houston, along with 5 others. And I think it was 2 others. I don't know, ball players as well that was involved, but all their families. If you can call, just lift up a prayer for them on tonight, the families, That is such,
Such a
oh my
treasure.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is one of the things that I love with us, because if one don't get it, the other do.
Mhm.
We
Mm-hmm.
can lean on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're pouring out, we're sharing our journeys, not
Mm-hmm.
telling you anybody what they should do with theirs. We're just sharing our journeys and our moments that we're having as NFL moms. And we're being very transparent and open about it. But just to see, this group of women that we all have different walks, right?
Yes.
But when we come together, we all have something different to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And this why it's so important that us seasoned NFL moms, we
Mm-hmm.
help out those college moms or even those high school moms who may
Mhm.
not even know or maybe even get it, because this thing here, it's real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is real, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I'm one to I'm going a little deep, y'all. I'm one to I could time out for the opportunists.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I want people who's for me at the end of the day,
Mhm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know. And when you have one that's hanging on because of who you are,
Mm.
pay attention.
Oh yeah.
Please do pay attention to that, you know. And my favorite saying, I like to say, who sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not that we're acting funny or we think we're better than anybody else. We carry something.
Mm-hmm.
We carry something just as well as our kids do. We may not be out there on that field, but we know that we're walking targets. We
Mm-hmm.
know that. So we don't want to get 82 86 32 in the streets either.
That's right.
Exactly.
At
Yeah.
the end of the day, we're still human just like our
Yeah.
children, you know. And we're just here for our children
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day. And I can say we all love our children
Mm-hmm.
and will back them on anything.
Mhm.
I know that I will.
Oh,
And then
Yes.
same.
I check them in the background.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
I will.
yeah.
My
Exactly.
my daughter
Yeah.
just said that recently. My middle daughter, she was like, "That's one thing about my mom." She said, "It don't matter if you're right or wrong. She's gonna go for you 1,000%, and then
Yeah.
she'll come back." And I said, "You're absolutely right, because that's my job. That's what I'm
Yes,
supposed to do.
Yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right or
protect.
wrong, I have your back. I might need to correct you, but I have your back
That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
1,000%.
Yeah.
You can always come to me. I'd rather you come to me first."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so thankful that they feel like that they can call me if they're in trouble or there's something happened and they don't know what to do. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be the first call. I don't want to be the call later, or you didn't want to bother me. I
Mm-hmm.
need you to
Yeah.
bother me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm
Woo.
here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Absolutely. My God. See? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
there we go. Listen, but Brandy, that is so true. That is so, so true. And I know that we all share that. We all share that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I'm riding for my children.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
At the end of, at all costs.
At
I don't
any
care.
cost. Yes.
You know. So let's go ahead and jump over to the collegiate years. Oh boy. Those to me were some of the best years.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of I mean, Sissy, with me and you, we were out there,
Mm-hmm.
the crowd,
Every game. Yeah.
just the cane walk and all of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It was amazing.
Yes, it
So
was.
to see our kids come up, Brandy, they used to come up on this bus and they used to rock this bus, look like they were going to turn
Mm-hmm.
the bus
Oh my
over.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then they
fun.
get out and they do like the long cane walk. It just was some great, great moments. So let's go back to college and you tell me what was your moment at college, Sissy.
My moment was the first game.
Oh yes.
The very first game, to see him transition from high school to
Man.
college, and the whole atmosphere was just totally different, from the walking, from the bus,
Yeah.
going to the bus, from the campus going to the bus, to the cane walk,
Yeah.
to them running out the tunnel with the smoke, and to me standing in the stands crying like a baby.
Yeah. Do you remember the times when we used to go down there before they leave to go out of town?
Aw.
Randy, we used to go down there. They have all
Yes,
these people
ma'am.
out there, and the guys they coming out. You can't really touch
Mhm,
them because they, already got checked or whatever. But you
Right.
can
mhm.
see them, and you can kind of like take a picture from afar. But we will
Aw.
always go down there
I
Yes,
and watch
love
them meet.
that.
Yeah,
I
it was.
yes,
love that.
Oh God, it was amazing. Yeah, that's some good moments right there. The first game, I would say too.
yes.
What
Mhm.
about you, Brandy?
I probably have to say that first game, like going out to Notre Dame, even though he was redshirt, just seeing him in the uniform on the field,
Yeah.
it was packed. It's Notre Dame, it's like big time,
Yep.
and just to experience that, like you said, just to know that, like, wow, this is real. Like, he's there and
Mhm.
he's made it, and then I think that was really special. Another time that was really special to me, and I wasn't even at the game, but it's about the friendships that we make and the
Yeah.
bonds we make through
Mhm.
the other moms.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wilson's mom. Jeffrey Wilson is a running back for the Miami Dolphins
Jet.
right now.
What for
He
the?
played he played college
What's his
ball
name?
with Jalen Jeffrey Wilson.
Oh, I'm thinking about the Wilson from the Jets on yesterday. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, he was with the 49ers, but he's been with Miami, I think, maybe just this year, maybe the end
Okay.
of last year and this year. Anyway, um, I had never met his mom. Jalen and him played together at North Texas. So this is when Jalen's at North Texas. That's where he ended his football career. But anyway, I wasn't at the game. They played Missouri, I believe. It's one of those games where they get paid to play the team, the bigger team, because it's a smaller school. So they went to the game. His mom went to the game, and Jalen had a phenomenal game. And it had
Wow.
been on TV because it was Missouri, whatever, and he had a really good game. They lost, but anyway, the next time I saw Jeffrey's mom, she was like, "Oh my gosh, she was like, Jalen had such a good game and whatever." And she said, "Yeah, I asked him after the game if I could have his gloves, and she said he pulled them right off and gave them to me." She said, "I told him you got something special, baby, and it's gonna keep going." And I was like, "Oh my gosh," just for another that bond that we build, like with
Yeah.
you ladies that I never knew, and then with her that
Mhm.
I didn't know, and just brought it together through football. And like
Right.
ever since, we've just been really good friends. And I'm like, and to have another mom support your child like that is just,
Mhm.
it just is beyond, it just it just puffs us up, like, oh my
Right.
gosh, you're talking about my son, and like your son's phenomenal, like what,
Yeah.
Right.
so, and Jeffrey was a year older than Jalen. And anyway, it was just, I feel like that was one of my really special moments as well. And I wasn't even at the game. It was just about that bringing together and just how she
Yeah.
made me feel
Mhm.
about how good she felt like he was. She was like, "Oh yeah, honey, I asked him for his gloves and he pulled them right off and gave them to me." And she was like, "I'm hanging on to him because that boy's going to do something one of these days. Like, I'm telling you." I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I feel like that was a really special moment as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we talked about the fans too and how the bonds that you make with the friendships that you make with the fans. And I must
Right.
say, Shannon Jaguar Stever, she's been here ride or die.
Yes.
And I have
Yes.
to shout her out. I don't care, rain, sleet, snow, wherever it may be, she's showing up.
Aw.
And
Yes.
not only just, even when Alan left, she still stayed connected. Even now to this day, she still stayed connected. And she was a very, very big advocate, not was, is a very, very big advocate for 88 Blessings, which is the nonprofit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about volunteer. I remember her throwing these parties. Well, not throwing parties. I'm sorry, forgive me. She would say she don't want anything for her birthday to donate to 88 Blessings.
Oh, how sweet.
That's a very special moment. Not only
It
one
is.
time did she did this, she did it this repeatedly.
Wow. That's amazing.
So that's saying something like she believed in this organization,
Right.
and I mean, to me, that's a bond that I pray don't ever break. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, she's there. I don't care what. And that's why she's our superstar. Outside of the Perrymans, she's our superstar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the relationships that was built. I would say my best time, even though Alan went from Jags to Cowboys to Dolphins, I think my best time was in Jacksonville. to be honest. Even though he was home, I think the best time was in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the family picnics. They did so much to bring families together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you're
Yeah.
talking about creating special moments. So here it is. You're not only just meeting the players, you're meeting their wives, their girlfriends, their moms, their dads, their
Mhm.
kids, whoever it may be, the coaches, the
Mhm.
staff, because I was one, I want to know as far as who on that coaching staff and who coaching my I want to know it all.
That's me. I need to know it all.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
want
be up
numbers.
all up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's so amazing to have that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, Shannon says, I will forever be 10 toes down. Thank you so much,
Aw,
Shannon.
that's
And
so
that was
sweet.
another thing, y'all. The watch parties. When I couldn't make it to a game, because they would not let me go to the Eagle game, y'all. Do y'all ever been to an Eagles game?
Nah.
Yes, I got to go 2
Wait,
years ago.
in their stadium?
Uh-huh.
How
Yep.
did you make out?
I had a friend it was actually a friend of a friend who lives up there, and she was like, "Hey, I can get us tickets. You want to come, blah blah blah," which she is an Eagles fan, and she was like, "I'm gonna warn you, like it's kind of crazy, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Hey, it's fine, I what they can be Eagles fans. I'm wearing my Chargers gear, like I don't care." So we end up being in a suite. She had gotten a suite, and
Wow.
I'm the only one in the suite, of course. And for miles in Chargers gear, we ended up winning, y'all. I was like, yes. We ended up winning. It was a cool experience. I really enjoyed that. And I'm actually going to go to Green Bay this on Sunday. I'm excited about that.
Good,
Oh,
good, good. Well,
okay.
we praying for your traveling mercies, but I'm telling you, I couldn't. They won't
Yeah.
let me go to Eagles game.
Wow.
I could not go. They say it's too rowdy there. Do you know they have a jail on their yeah.
Stuff. Well, they have all of their. It's really cool because they have all their sports, like the baseball team,
Oh,
there's a hockey. It's like all in one area, and then
Oh,
there's
wow.
like this casino hotel. So it's very cool how they have it set up because, then all the public transportation, like it's easier to kind of get in and
wow.
out of to the games, but it's a really cool environment and a cool atmosphere. I was a little nervous, and then after we won I was a little nervous, but like the people around me were like, "Hey, it's all good." And
See, you were
I
in the suite. That's why I think you
I was.
escaped. Yeah.
That's the thing. The funny thing about that is the girlfriend. I had a girlfriend that met me there for Jalen's for the game, and I told her, I said, "Well, I'm going, and I'm going with this other friend,
Yeah.
friend of a friend, and she's gotten sweet." And she was like, "Don't worry about it." So Jalen got the ticket for Megan, and Megan ended up sitting, the Chargers family section, and she sat by um, a family member of the Chargers, and I'm not going to name any names, but she said he got really drunk and was like, she said, "Oh my gosh, like I cannot believe this man was acting like this." I mean, I'll tell y'all later who it was. I was like, "Oh my
Wow.
God, Megan, I'm so sorry." And she was like, "Hey, it was all good," and she said it wasn't too bad of an experience, even down in the stands, but yeah, I went. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It's a
they said
crazy
it's
environment.
scary. Yeah. But you know what though?
Wow.
The away team get the worst tickets.
I
Yes.
know. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to always try to find someone or one of Alan's friends that was on a different team and buy the
Right.
tickets from them because we always get the worst seats
Right.
when we are on the away game. But she's talked about the watch parties. I'm gonna go back to your comment, Shannon. The watch parties. I used to throw these crazy watch parties. We had the time of our life. The
Yes.
DJ. I mean, it was amazing. But let
That's
me
so
tell you,
fun.
ladies, something. We had. I think Christmas was coming up. Yeah, Christmas was coming up, and one of the watch parties everybody brought in all of these gifts. So we're inside this restaurant, y'all. We took over the restaurant. We're inside this restaurant. We're wrapping gifts. I mean, the gifts are coming in. It was just, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, those were some lit parties. So shout out to Aromas for
Yes,
allowing
that's
us in
fun.
their spot. We had
Wow.
such an amazing time. But let me tell you something is God is so good because even though we did all of that, I took all the gifts home and my kitchen caught on fire.
Oh my gosh.
But thanks be unto God, the gifts were saved. It just had the little soot on them, so I had to kind of
Uh,
like get them out. Yeah, yeah.
wow. Yeah.
So that was like
Crazy.
it was just so quick that that had happened. But I'm just saying that moment at the aromas, our watch parties, they were everything. I'm telling y'all. If y'all
That's
missed it, y'all.
so fun.
So Shannon says my favorite memory when I got to meet Alan and get a picture with him. Don't know why I was so nervous that day. Yeah, Alan is such a cool, humble person. Hey, Melissa, she said I'm back. Hey, I'm back. But yeah, and so tell me what that was like, ladies, when you went to a game and saw your child interact with fans.
It
What?
was good. It was a good feeling because, like you say, irregardless of what they go through, if they won the game, if they lost the game, they still took the time out to show show the fans that they really do appreciate their support.
Yeah,
So it made me feel really good. Even if, I think I mentioned it once before a while back. I went to practice during training day
yeah.
when Denzel was playing for the Raiders, and it was hot.
Ooh,
It was really hot,
ooh.
but he stayed until he signed the last person's
Oh,
Mm,
paraphernalia. He
that's so
stayed the
sweet.
entire time.
yes, that's what it's about. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, that is exact. And you want to talk about hot? You know, we had some hot days even at the U. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it was nothing like no heat went out there in Jacksonville.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
But that to know that he win or lose or draw,
Mhm.
I'm going to stand
Yeah.
out and I'm going to sign. And I used to see players just walk by.
Mhm.
Hey, 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 they calling, hey, 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 can you give me an autograph?
Yeah.
Player keep going.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
But that is so amazing. What about you, Brandy? Melissa
Um,
said it's amazing to me. I can't believe I birthed a star.
I feel
Absolutely.
the same way. Yeah.
Hey, Charlotte. So what about you, Brandy?
Probably at that same. I mean, there's been, I guess, multiple times, but what I'm thinking of tonight is that same Giants game. Towards the end of the game, um, I moved down closer to the field. Closer to the rail. And there was a family sitting there, and they had a little boy, and
Oh,
they were talking to me and realized that Jalen's my son, and so Jalen comes over and he's talking to me. Of course, I'm up and he's down in the field, and so he's talking and taking his gloves off, and the fans down below were asking for the gloves, and they had the Sharpie, and so he takes them off and he signs it, and he sees the little boy with this family that's standing right beside me, and he throws it up to the little boy, and that little boy's face was like, they were so happy, so excited.
yeah.
And like, and the people down below, in the little kind of on field section, they were like, oh, that's your mom. He's like, yeah. And they're like, let me have the other glove. And so when he was getting ready to leave, he had signed them both and threw one to the little boy beside me. And
Oh,
they were just so thankful. And then the people down, when he kind of was about to trot off, he just kind of threw it. So like, whoever catches it, go, you know what I mean? So I just thought that was so sweet. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
we didn't ask, he did it. And the little boy was just, it was, to see their face light up is just, to me,
Mhm.
the most amazing thing.
And I think about a moment when I had in Jacksonville. It was a young lady, long live Sam, God bless her soul. She was one of Alan. She could tell you anything about Alan.
Oh.
So just imagine if your son would have missed that moment, Sissy or Sissy Brand. What if your child would have missed that moment? What if
Mhm.
Alan didn't stop to take the time out? We used to go to the stadium to meet her father. Well, her father used to come out to the state, bring her out to the stadium. We'll meet them. She'll get a chance to mingle and talk with Alan and things like that. But just to know that someone so sick, because I believe I can't remember what she was battling, but she used to stay sick. But she didn't care. She wanted to get to that stadium to see Alan,
Oh,
and
that's so
she's been gone now for some years, but she was such a young, beautiful soul. So just, it only takes a moment for you to put a
Mhm.
smile on someone else's face. You know what I'm saying? People spending probably their last dollar to come out there to see our kids play.
Mhm.
Even if you just say hi, that will light up a kid's world
Yes.
that you acknowledge them. So we don't take these things lightly, y'all. When these players come by, and that's one of the times I about to got 86-32. These kids out there screaming your name, and y'all just walking past them.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
can't stop and just say hi, maybe take a picture,
Right. Right.
you know?
Mhm.
Come on, guys. Sissy says, that one. She said it changes their life. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. And again, they get those gloves. They get those little towels. Those kids don't care they sweaty or whatever. They want them.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
They want them. And
Mhm.
speaking of that, y'all, we have something that's coming up. We're going to have a giveaway next week. How
Right.
about that? So we're
Woohoo!
going to get something from our kids that's autographed, and we're
Okay.
going to do a giveaway, guys. How
Sounds
about
good.
that?
Sounds
Next
good.
NFL Mom Show, we're going to do a giveaway.
Love it.
So
Yes.
bring someone over with you and see we're not going to tell you guys what the prices are beforehand. So you won't see a sneak peek, okay? But
That's
we
right.
will have some nice giveaways on next week because guess what? You guys do not have to get on here and hang out with us.
Mhm.
Sometimes we go 2 hours, but we're not going to go over time tonight because I got a good dinner waiting for me, y'all.
Ooh.
Well, you got to rub it in.
Mom made some short
Right. I don't know
ribs,
what I'm gonna eat.
Sissy. Look, she made some short ribs, Sissy, some lima beans, and some homemade mashed potatoes.
Yum.
Mhm. Yeah, she rubbing it in, Brandy. She rubbing
Yeah.
it in.
My stomach's growling. Don't know what I'm eating.
It's okay.
So definitely we will have some great giveaways for you guys on next week. Again, like I said, thank you all to all the viewers, whether you engage or not, maybe not
Mhm.
want to say anything, but you're here. We thank you. We truly, truly thank you because we can't do this without each and every one of you. So, ladies, if you can, because we're right here at 6:57, I want you to go ahead and leave the audience with a great word on tonight, or maybe some encouragement. Starting with you, Sissy, Sam. She looking like, huh?
Oh, no, I thought Brandy was gonna go first,
Okay,
but
well, Sissy Brand, go ahead, Brand.
You want me to go first?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Take the
I
wheel.
think basically I would maybe just say don't, just never give up and just keep believing and you know, just believing in the good things that are going to happen, that are to come, because it's hard, it's easy to get bogged down and like
Right.
the woe is me and life is tough. It is. And it's easy to get bogged down in that. And I think for our sons, we've seen them just have that never give up mentality and just believing in themselves, first of all, so much, or they never would have made it this far.
Amen.
So just believe in yourself and keep going, whatever it is, whatever your passion is, just keep going and believe in yourself and give it to God. And I feel like life works itself out. God works it out for you.
Amen. Ooh,
Mhm.
amen. That's good. Sissy said.
I would say, continue to support your child in whatever endeavors that they are pursuing. Stay true to who you are,
Yeah.
and just remember, your child are a reflection, what is a reflection of you, and you are a reflection of them. So be mindful of the things that you do and who you encounter,
Amen.
and just stay focused.
Amen. Amen. So before I go, we Miss Charlotte Love, boop boop Duval. And she's a Canes fan, Sissy. So she
Yes,
says, thank
yes.
you for sharing your young man with us fans. This is a great show. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Charlotte. Thank you so, so very much. And I just want to leave you guys with do not take people for granted.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just never, never know. If you have good people, love on them. Love on them wholeheartedly. Right now we're dealing in some perilous times. We need the love. We need the kindness. We need the
Hmm.
empathy. We need the compassion. So at the end of the day, Treat people how you
My
want to be treated.
sweatshirt says "Be kind."
Be kind. All
Right.
right.
For today.
There it is.
Yes.
There is. There
Work to school today.
So Shannon says, gotta make sure I tell my grandbabies because you know her favorite player is she loves to talk sports. Yeah, her grandbaby know everything about Allen as well.
Ah,
Yes,
Oh wow.
yes.
love it.
Yes,
That's
she do.
good.
She call him the Agent 88. See, those things like that, that's special. See, that's what
Mhm.
I call winning. I don't know what everybody else call winning.
Right.
Yeah.
This is winning to me.
Yeah.
To hear people
Mhm.
say great things about your children and you.
Absolutely.
So amazing, so amazing. So, guys, we'll be back before you, God's willing, next Monday with some giveaways. So, bring some people over. Don't not bring the people because you want to get the giveaways. Just
Right.
want to share the love. Bring the people with you. We'll have a couple of them, y'all. You know, we have the Chargers, we have the Texans, I have Dolphins, I have Cowboys. I have and then I have some Dolphins, But at the end of the day, look, we're gonna show y'all some love. And Saints, Sissy Alyssa, Saints.
Mhm, the same.
But I don't want to say that other word because I don't want to get 86-32 from nephew.
That's right.
I'm not gonna
That's
say that
right.
other word, but I'm gonna tell y'all,
Text.
look at the screen, everybody. This is our cry, okay? So sissies, let's read it together. It's gonna go across the screen. So sissies, let's read it together.
Gotta put my glasses on.
Wait till it start again. Hold on. Wait till it start again. Hold on. Do I have to start it up? Let me start it over. Hold on. Get ready because it's gonna come up really quick. Ready? Go. Lord God,
Lord,
we
ask
ask
us
that
to
you
be in
be in control of
control
our
of our
mouths
mouths and
and
bind
bind
our
our hands
hands
so we
so we
don't lay
don't
them
Lay
on
them on
somebody and get
oh to get
86,
36,
32
32
and catch a
and
charge.
catch a charge.
Amen.
Amen. That's cute.
Amen.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Look at Shannon, she's laughing. Oh my gosh, but thank y'all so much for tuning in here with us. That it had to happen for our Monday night motivation with the NFL moms, mothers of motivation.
That
I
was
love it.
cute.
That is too cute. I had to put that up there,
I
y'all.
love it.
Next time, slow it down. Slow it down. So I
Okay, you
can
know
read
what? I'm
it.
gonna have to take it off a ticker. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But we're gonna keep reading this, y'all, because hey,
Right.
Yeah.
We need
have
it. I need it.
And you know what? Thank you, ladies, for getting on here, sharing your stories, your journeys, and your kids. We're really opening up ourselves, okay, guys? And do
Mhm.
know that we're very transparent. There's nothing that's hidden on this show. We want to hear from y'all. How about that? We would
Yes.
like to hear from you all. Maybe any topics you'll like us to discuss. Maybe whatever it is, just shoot us an email at it had to happen, the number 2 at gmail.com. Again, it had the number 2 happen at gmail.com. We'll get on top of it. We pay attention.
Yeah.
Follow us on our social medias. We have Brandy here. Brandy, what is your social media?
Bottle Blonde BG. That's Instagram and Twitter, and just Brandy Guyton on Facebook.
All right, Sissy said.
10K Creations, both Instagram and Facebook, SB Perryman.
Amen. Y'all already know mine because I be all over the place, right? That I do. But you know what, though? Support.
Mhm.
It goes a long way and it's free.
Yes, it
It's
is.
free. And here it is. Sandra has since he said she has an amazing decor business, event planning business, and not only that, y'all. I wish I had my Crocs. She's a beast on them Crocs. Brandon, you got to get you a pair.
I know. I gotta get them. Gotta get me some.
Absolutely. And if you know of anybody else that would like any bling Crocs or whatever Crocs it may be, she's very, very creative, and she do not like doing the same shoe. So do not ask for my shoe when you see my shoe because you're not gonna get it. I'm
No.
sorry. But she makes some great Crocs, y'all. And she really put her heart, soul, and sweat into these shoes, and they come with love. 10K Creations. Follow on all social media platforms. She's even on TikTok, y'all. Show us some love. And Brandy have the NFL moms. What is it?
Moms of the NFL on Instagram as well. Yes.
Yes,
So like and follow.
exactly.
Okay.
We have some great things going on. We try to keep the content going, y'all, but just please do bear with us. We're going to get good at this thing, and y'all watch. Y'all better jump on now because when we blow up,
That's
Yes.
right. Right.
God
Right.
bless each and every one of you. Let's go ahead and send out some virtual hugs and some virtual love. Because, guys, we love you here. And it had to happen. And please do meet me back here tomorrow. I have the prayer broadcast with Girls Talk with Dr. B on tomorrow. And God has really been doing his thing on that broadcast. He's been moving mightily. I'm telling you, y'all. If you want some good word, come on over there and meet us tomorrow at 5:30. My girl Kelly Davis and Dr. B will be with us on tomorrow, God's willing. Y'all, but I'm going downstairs to eat this good old food. God bless each and every one of you. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Erica's Empowering Empire. 88 Blessings Soar Movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It had to happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.